I'm gonna do better on yourself at the end. Stick around for that. I'm gonna give this first. And I just heard this. God is saying, for some of you guys, I had to withhold sending you the blessing because of where you was at and who you was with. Again, he said, I had to withhold. I couldn't send the package. I couldn't send the package because of where you was at and who you was with. You got to understand, especially as a chosen person, that your tentacles of blessing extend far. I repeat, what you got to understand as a chosen person is that your tentacles reach far. Tab, you right on time. We had a whole technical difficulty for 15 minutes. And what I mean by that is you're blessing people relationally, even when you don't know it. You're blessing people relationally, even when you don't know it. And just to know you, just to be able to say, that's my man, that's my man for real, is a blessing. Because the type of chosen person that you is, if God sent you a bag, then you wouldn't be just the only person that benefits from the bag. I got a buddy, my buddy, some kind of way, Lord just saw fit for my buddy to hit it big. And I mean, he hit it big. And my buddy is generous. Every now and then, he'll send me something. What's up, Melissa? Every now and then, he'll send me somewhere. Every now and then, he say, you ever heard of this sporting event? Let's go. Because he's been blessed, and just by relationship, I'm getting the spillover. And there's probably many people that's getting a spillover. And that's what God is saying. Don't be upset that I didn't bless you in that season, because somebody would have benefited that shouldn't have gotten none of that. See, my man gave me a gift, but my wife and kids use it. Come on. I hope I'm helping somebody. My man gave me a gift, but my wife and kids use it. And anybody who come to my house will probably use it. That's just one of the gifts. That's what I mean. And there's some gifts that God want to deliver in your hand, some blessings that God want to deliver in your hand, and he couldn't give it, not because of you. He couldn't give it because when it started to spill over and the cup started to run over, it was going to be somebody that got a piece that wasn't supposed to get none. You ever broke something off for your kids? You get something, you don't get none. You been bad. You don't get no piece this time. But see, the thing about blessings is I can't control the overflow. I can't control the overflow, but I do know it's at least one person downwind. Ooh, I don't mean to be gross, but God gave me that analogy of downwind. You ever been downwind or somebody poop? You got crop dust, somebody put it, and you on the back wind. That's the blessings. I'm downwind of it. And God was saying I couldn't drop it. Not only was you not in the right environment, and if I would have dropped it, some people would have got it, or you would have put it down, or you would have used it for, but you was around the wrong people. When I send it, I want you to give it to these people. I hope I hope I'm helping somebody this morning because some of y'all are like, God, why you ain't saying that? That would have helped us at that time. Yeah, but yeah, I would have seen it, and you would have saved little Bobby Ray life, who need to get his own life together. Yeah, I would have seen it, but you was gonna give it to your mama, who need to get her own life right. Yeah, I was finna send it, but what, you gonna split it with your auntie and your cousins, who they need to work on their own relationship with me? That's for somebody. You understand? In order to maintain, God, the way you weave stuff in and out, God, we thank you for that. In order to maintain the integrity of the blessing and the gift, some of these relationships had to be a total loss. You ever had a vehicle be totaled? I mean, we can't do nothing. I had a guy in a wreck one time, and me and my wife, we both flip flop our two cars. You know, it ain't. Sometimes we'll say this is my truck and this is my car, this is my car, but honestly, we drive both cars, whatever we need to do for that particular situation. But I had got this car. We got this car particularly for her. It was the model, the color, it's perfect. I'm messing around. I wrecked that car. Okay. I wrecked that car. I wrecked that car bad. Bad car accident. So we going through the whole process, the insurance, and call the lady. They send the estimator out. He come look at it. He making notes. He's shaking his head. And then later on, the insurance company called me, and she said, "Yeah, we're gonna have to total that car." I said, "Oh no, no, ma'am. Do not total my wife's car. Please. Please. Look again. Please do not total that car off. It's gotta be another way. My wife gonna kill me." And she wouldn't, but that's how I took it. The lady go, she said, "Well, I'm gonna check on some things. I'm gonna call you back." She said, "Where you live?" I say, "Just what had happened was the accident, where the car was from, and the note was from one particular state. The accident was in another state, and they were computing. Every state has its limits on the percentage they'll pay, so they're doing the computations." She called me back. She said, "I got good news." She say the damages is, and it was high. It was like 13 grand and some change. 13 grand, 100, no. And luckily, in the state that the accident was in, it's within our limit not to total. But based on the state that you got the car from, it's out of our limit. So we're gonna honor where you're at and not total the car. I said, "Thank you." And God gave me that because in order to maintain the integrity of the blessing, in order to maintain the integrity of your gifting, some of these relationships had to be a total loss. Some of these things that people did had to be so heinous that we could never talk to you again. Hmm? Some of these and I'll I'm gonna step on somebody in here. It's 40 of y'all in here, so I'm bound to step on at least one toe. Some of y'all trying to revive relationships and situations that was supposed to be a total loss. Hmm? I repeat, some of you reviving some things and trying to figure out some things on the things, and that's supposed to charge that to the game. You're supposed to charge that to the game. See, everything, and God gave me this so succinctly, everything not necessarily a punishment. Some of it is the cost of doing business. What's up, butterfly? That's the cost of doing business. Charge that to the game. You did that, and that's what happened. This is what these people try to do to you. Charge it to the game. That's a total loss. You should never revive that because you got to total that off so I can send you the new car. I couldn't send you the stuff because you ain't totaled it all off. It's still stuff in the balance. And this is your confirmation if you was wondering. It's a total loss. And the problem is they know, but do you know? Some of y'all they know what I did, how I handled you, how I handled the situation. Nobody should ever speak to me again. But this idiot keep talking to me. Which in turn inflates my ego even bigger to do more heinous things on this idiot. Because if I can do that, what else can I do? Well, I'm off your toe. I might not be, but I'm off your toe. But I might not be, but I'm off your toe. I couldn't send that back because you ain't total off the losses. You ain't charged it to the game. You still trying to see what kind of piece and what kind of, and let me tell you, it was 14,000, 13,000. Man, I'm fogging the number, somewhere between $13,000 and $16,000 of damage on that car, and it took a long time for it to get fixed, and I held on to it. But that was because I know I needed it as a part of my. But it's things that you trying to piece back together that you don't need. What's up, Calvin? What's up, Content for Days? What's up, Melissa? I'm glad y'all clicked on and stayed on with your boy. We had so much technical difficulties, and we still got 50 clickers to say what's up. All right, here's the meat and potatoes. I gotta go, guys. I gotta go. But this is actually the meat and potatoes. All that was the smoke. I'm just clearing the smoke out. I know how I do. But the damage is done. It's a total loss, and it's irreparable. And people is having to understand that right now. It's just a matter of, do you understand? Because the folks get it. What's up, Tamaria? The folks get it. The folks get it. They know. But do you know? It's a total loss. I got too much stuff coming to me that's going to be blessed and benefiting people that I shouldn't let slime balls get none of it. I don't care. All right. This is the meat and potatoes. Betting on yourself. This is a part of our rebuild. This is a part of our rebuild. Okay. And as a part of rebuilding, you have to bet on yourself. And in the spirit realm, God was saying to me that this is the perfect time to bet on yourself. What does that mean, to bet on yourself? To bet on yourself to me means I'm going for this. And I know I don't have all the resources. I know I don't have all the relationships. I know I don't have all the knowledge. I know I don't have all the training, but I'm betting on my skill and ability to attract those things and get them along the way. I'm betting. Betting. Do I know how to do a YouTube channel? Nah, but I'm betting on myself. Do I know everything you need to know to grow subscribers and grow and get to 50 subscribers or what? Nah, but I'm betting on myself. And I'm going to tell you why right now, especially if you're coming off of a season of difficulty, is the right time. For some of y'all, it's time to bet because you ain't got nothing to lose. Oh my God. Ain't nothing like betting when you then lost it all anyway. I don't got nothing to lose. What's up, Lyric? I gotta go for it. This situation took me down so far that I don't got nothing to freaking lose. So if I got any resources, if I got any time, if I got any vision, if I got any focus, I gotta go for it. Because I literally picked myself up out of the grave I just heard. Play my Undertaker music. I got a bet. And this goes along with the things I was saying earlier this week about going back and picking up the pieces from the stuff that you dropped before the attack. In order to pick that stuff up, it's going to require you to bet on yourself. And the biggest thing about betting on yourself, see, it ain't no man. I saw this movie. Somebody done probably seen it. I know I'm rambling this morning, but I don't care. Jimmy Crack Corn. And the whole crux of the movie was it was this gambler who had a gambling addiction. Okay, he had a real bad gamble problem. And one of his bookies or something get into some trouble, and he bring him a big old bag, and he say, "Hey man, I need you to hold this bag because I gotta go to jail. When I come out, I'm gonna come get this bag, and I'm gonna give you X amount of dollars." So he's, hesitantly, he said, "All right, I'll hold the bag for you." And he take the bag and he put it in his closet. And every night, it was like the bag was calling out to him, "Open me up, man. You got to see what's inside of me. You know what type of dude you're dealing with. Open me up. Ain't no telling what's in here." The bag, the bag is not literally in the movie, but that's just how they made it seem. And so one day he broke. He go, he unzipped the bag. He just pulling stuff out. Like one time it's like some duct tape. He like, oh snap, it's like a chain. It's like a bat. Then he started pulling out stacks of money. And he started losing his mind, kind of, because the whole point of the movie up until this point is we know he has a gambling problem. He didn't gambled all his money up. And here go a big old bag, had to be $50,000 to $100,000, I think, something like that, maybe 100. And he go to his friend who's supposed to be in Gambling Anonymous with him, and he tells his friend what happened, is his sponsor. He like, "Man, don't do it, but we know you gonna do it." Like, "No, I just need to take a little bit off of here." But anyway, fast forward, he started pinching off that money. And during the movie, they kept a subtotal of the money. Every time he pinch off something, it just done and he'll win and he'll hit big. You see the money go back up, and he'll go back up. Sure enough, he sat there and lost all that money. But I say that to say he had a different confidence. Like you should have a different confidence, because you ain't playing with your own money no more. You ain't playing with your own energy no more. You lost all of that. Help me, Holy Ghost. You ain't playing with your mind no more. You ain't playing with your own intellect. You're not playing with your own stuff no more. You lost all of that in the battle. So now when you betting on yourself, you betting on God. You using God's stuff. I'm making a bet, but when I'm pulling from the bank, I ain't pulling from my own abundance, because I lost it all. And I beg to say, sometimes that's why God make you lose it all sometimes, so you can be reminded where your strength come from. What's part of betting on yourself? I'm glad y'all are getting this. Oh, I'm gonna tell you another reason. You have the advantage because you got nothing to lose. We got that. Secondly, you got the advantage. Get this. Because you're operating with heightened senses. Now, I'm looking at the market different. I'm looking at the players in the game different. I'm looking at opportunity different. My senses is heightened. I'm coming out of war. So I'm coming out of war and trying to bet with the gifts that God gave me and let me scrounge up from the battle. What's up, Jewish? I got nothing to lose. My senses is heightened. Number 3 reason why this is the perfect time to bet on yourself. I'm playing for my country. Ole, 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 ole. You ever seen them soccer games when they playing for their country? That's a different type of thing. See, it's one thing to play for the state. It's one thing to be the Miami Dolphins. But when people send people to the Olympics, you playing for your country. And many of you got to understand, you have to understand this. I'm playing to get my territory back. The country is rooting me on. So I got the advantage when I bet on myself. Because behind me, my countrymen saying, get our stuff back. Yes, sir. The lineage. Everybody that's supposed to come from your seed. Everybody's supposed to come from your family tree. Everybody that's supposed to be part of Jewish American. Everybody's supposed to be a part of Kelly Kelly. Everybody who ain't even here, like, ole, 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 ole. Come on, countrymen. So when I step out on this battlefield of life, on this course of life, on this competition of life, I'm stepping out to represent my territory. Mm. I ain't going in my own name. I ain't going in my own name when I go. I'm going in the name of Jesus or whoever you believe in. And I know y'all hate when I say that, but everybody not a believer of Jesus. But when I go in Jesus' name. What's up, Jewel? Okay. These are the things that you got to sacrifice. These are the things that you got to sacrifice. Number 1, what you're going to have to sacrifice. Because here's the thing, you're betting. Okay. So betting means taking something that you have, sacrificing it, and hoping that you get a bigger return. I got $100, I'm betting 50. Hopefully I win 150. Then I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna try to build that. Okay. So understand the first step in betting is sacrifice. You ever met a scared bettor? The first thing in betting is sacrifice. I gotta give something up to get my stuff. If I'm gonna have proceeds and profit, I gotta give something up. What do I gotta give up? Some of y'all need to sacrifice time. Some of y'all got too much free time. That's a sacrifice. I love my free time. Okay, but if you're gonna bet on yourself, you may have to sacrifice a couple hours. It's part of the bet. Relationships, people. Thank you, Jewel. I gotta sacrifice that. You're not even a bad person. I repeat, you're not even a bad person, but I have to sacrifice that. I'm betting on myself. I'm not betting on us. So the goal and the requirements and the love for my country and my territory and the things that I'm supposed to build up and bring up overrides the relationship. I'm betting on myself. Some of y'all gonna have to bet your appearance. See, some of y'all ain't did the big thing because you don't want to look bad. God, turn my camera off. Turn it off. We should never turn this thing on. You ain't doing it because you don't want to look bad. You afraid of how it look when you might not hit it. Me too, Ju. I mean, me too, D Griff. Because I might not post it nowhere. I might chop it up. You don't want to look like you tried that hair salon and it failed. You don't want to look like you tried to start that business and it failed. You don't want to look like you stood in front of the YouTube camera and look like an idiot. So you scared to sacrifice your appearance to make a bet on yourself. Some of y'all is money. I'm getting out of here, guys. Some of y'all is money. I'm gonna hoard that. I'm gonna hoard that money because it's in a different season. I needed it. And I'm not gonna take that money and bet on myself. I'm not gonna buy that piece of equipment. I'm not gonna buy that course. I'm not gonna get that 7-day free training. I'm not gonna do that. I'm making because here's the term. I'm hedging. See what hedging your bets means is you ain't betting like you should. You keeping some stuff back because you scary. So when you had a great hand and you should have went all in, you went half in. And so you got half the heck back. Y'all ain't going as hard for me. I'll go for y'all. Y'all ain't said enough in the chat. You ain't bet enough. There y'all go. You ain't bet enough. You hedged it. So instead of going full steam with the YouTube, you said, well, I'm gonna just try to record till I get it right. So instead of going all in and saying I need to sacrifice this relationship, I'm gonna keep one foot in and one foot out because I might not find me nobody else. I'm gonna keep answering because I might not find me nobody else. I know. I see them clicking off, D Grill. They turning it off. They turn it off across the globe. delete, click. they flipping the laptops now, D Grill. I know. I'm sorry. It hurt me too. All right. Before I go, let me tell you this. I think that when I say all in, you thinking it's one thing. And it's not. Okay. We don't even live in a world like that no more. We don't really live in a world like that where your one thing that you do is gonna hit you out the stars. It's gonna take a few things. Okay. But what I'm saying when I say that is when you going all in, it's about I'm going low, but it's about 3 to 5 things maybe that you need to go all in on. Don't go all in and let everything else fall to the wayside in one category. It's not smart. What's up, Saran? But okay, I'm going all in on this, and when in terms of my finances, I'm going all in on this in terms of my pursuit for spirituality. I'm going in on this in terms of me trying to work on a relationship. I'm going in all in. I'm betting on myself in categories. Because see, if I go all in at work and I don't do my thing with my family, that's gonna fall off. So, of the major categories that's important to you in this next season, which of them you gonna go all in on? And let me tell you this, y'all. This is 6, 18, 24, 36-month play. It's not cookie cutter. So when you saying you're going all in, understand you're going all in with distance in mind. It's not a today play. You don't go all in today and receive the all in tomorrow. No, it's a long-term play. We got to stop looking for stuff that happened in 6 months, 12 months, 12 months, 6 months in terms of real life ain't no time. It's all relative, of course. But 12 months, 6 months, a year, and you set up and been on the earth 70, ain't no time. All right. I don't got my little slides, but y'all know how to get to the page. Y'all can go to the other page, the other channels, and find the cash out. Patreon content is rocking and rolling this week. I probably will be extending tomorrow, Thursday night live. The second half will probably be on Patreon. We just got to get in the flow. I don't care if I only got one Patreon subscriber. That's cool. But if you're interested in additional content and me going further and going deeper and saying some things that I probably wouldn't say on regular YouTube, just being honest with you, you got to go ahead and get on there. I'm doing 7-day free trial. So you can see if you even want to rock with it or turn it off. In terms of our memberships, currently you can click on and stay on to them or get off and say, hey, well, I'd rather go over to Patreon and get that, or I'd rather do both. It all depends on what you want to do. I'm just making sure I'm servicing. All right. Y'all be good.